Hi everybody, this is Jalen again. Oh my god. I don't look good right now, but it's fine. Yeah, you guys, I'm here to talk about a situation. So today, I don't want to talk about it. But my best friend informed me, but okay. Let's get into it. So, my best friend, oh my god, I just said best friend. Shit, I'm fucking wrong. Alright, so let's get into it. Okay, so let's start from me just breaking up with my boyfriend. His name is, I don't care to say his name. His name is Jaden, and we broke up because he was a cheater or whatever. So he hurt me. I was depressed in a room for like 4 or 5 days. My mom would check up on me like, Jay, are you good? Like, this isn't you. Like, don't let him hurt you. Da da da. I was just like, no, mom. He really hurt me, and I'm upset. Like, my world is over. Yeah, I was just like that type of person. So my mom just kept comforting me, and then one day, at 2 days, a week later, she tells me, because I was still sad, she tells me, she's like, Jen, I promise you, this boy is not worth it. You're going to find somebody. Do your TikTok, do you, and you're gonna find somebody. So let's just say she manifested that shit, right? So I'm still in my back after that, but she picks me up or whatever. So I meet this couple. I really don't want to say their name because I don't want nothing to do with them. But I met this boy that was dating another boy, and I seen that they was going through it too. So I'm like, oh wow, magic timing. I'm going through my situation, y'all going through your situation. So I text the boy. I'm like, is everything okay or whatever? He's like, no. So he's explaining to me about his situation with his boyfriend, because I think they're going at it, and they might be breaking up permanently. So I was like, being a good person that I am, I was like, oh, I already know the boy you beefing at. Let me text him. I help you. So I wound up helping him, as I should. That said shit. And after that, I was expressing, after I helped the boy, he was like, alright, now that you helped me, what's been going on with you? So I told him how I've been feeling. I was like, can you do me a solid? He like, yes. I was telling him how I was hurt over Jaden because he hurt me, cheated on me. Da 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 da. So he was like, oh wow. So he was like, I'm gonna give you an option. No. So then I was like, and I was like, can you try to break Jaden, break my ex, because now Jaden's my ex. So I'm like, can you break my ex and his ex up? I don't want them together. Can you break them up so I could go back in the picture? That's me. So he was like, listen, I could do it for you, but I don't think that's a good idea. How about this? I'm gonna give you 2 options. You have a choice. I could freaking break this couple up, and you could get back with him in a toxic relationship that you don't need to be in, or I could find you somebody new. So I was thinking about it. I'm like, I'm looking, and I'm just like, fuck it. Let's try somebody new, because I know that would get Jaden jealous. So I'm like, yes, we're gonna do that. Let's do that. So he sent me this boy named, I'm gonna call him Rashawn, because I don't want to say his real name. So yeah, he puts me onto this boy Rashawn, and I'm really not feeling it at the point. I'm like, yeah, I'm only gonna date this person just to get mad at Jaden. But he shows me this boy at first, and I'm like, at first I'm thinking he about to show me somebody ugly, so I'm prepared to be like, no. So he sends me this boy with the shirt, and that's for Sean. So I'm like, oh, he cute. I don't mind it. Okay. So yeah, he's like, so the boy that was putting me on with the other boy was like, I just sent him a snap or whatever. Let's see if you think you're cute. Thank God he said I was cute. He added me or whatever. So then we started talking from there. And remind you, while I'm dating this new boy that this boy just put me onto, I'm coming out of a hurt situation from somebody else. So I'm emotionally damaged. So yeah, like me and this boy, we hitting it off, and he's really sweet. So he's like asking me, and this is Rashawn, by the way. So he's like, we just been talking, like we didn't even FaceTime yet. And at first I thought he was like kind of, I don't want to say ugly. I thought he was kind of ugly at first because I didn't really get to see him. So I'm just like, I'm not really interested. Then we got to FaceTime. I started to like that we was FaceTiming or whatever. So fast forward to all that mushy stuff. Like we actually started to really like each other. So, we actually linked with the group like after we started FaceTiming for like a couple days. The link went good. We immediately like grew attached to each other. Like all we were just doing was this cringy. I hate cringy stuff. But we was freaking. Oh, sorry. We was freaking kissing or whatever. Like basically, we was good after that whole day. After that day, like we started FaceTiming more often. We started freaking linking. He started coming to my house, and one situation we was having, which he had with me, he kept saying, "Baby, like I just want to let you know, no matter what, I know what happened with your last situation. I will never hurt you.
Stop the cap.
I will never do you dirty.
Stop
I'm
the
not
cap.
like him. I get it." Saying all this stuff, and this whole time, he did the same thing. But we gonna continue the story. So I told him, I'm like, "You sure, Rashawn? Because like, Jaden really hurt me. Like he really hurt me." And it's like, I'm trying not to cry. Okay. Yeah, I was. Stop it, you freaking idiot. Oh my god. Am I really about to cry? No, I'm not. So, oh my god, my eyes getting watery. Wait. So I was like, okay. So, yeah, he was like, "I'm just not gonna hurt you." And I was telling him, like, "Listen, I don't want to be too, like, obsessed with you. Like, I don't want to be into you." Because Rashawn's number one thing was, can you be passionate? Can you be romantic? Like that. And I was, actually, but it was times where I wasn't because I didn't want him to hurt me. It's like I knew he was going to do this one day. And, he was like, "Baby, I'm not going to hurt you. Like, I'm not going to get tired of you, baby." Like, oh, I'm not gonna cry. I told myself I wasn't gonna do this. He was like, "I'm not gonna hurt you, baby. I'm not gonna do any of that." And I fell for it. I'm just like, oh my god, okay. So to remind you now, like this boy gains my trust. Like I said, we've been like kicking out every day. He spent the night with me. We did everything together. So, yeah. And we've been dating. We wasn't even dating for that long, but the way we was like dealing with each other, it was like if we were dating for that long. But yeah, it was one issue I was having with him. Like when we would be on FaceTime, like his mom and his brother would talk to him any type of way, and my thing is, I will never tell somebody to disrespect their mother because that's your mom. Like, what? But all I asked him was for him to stand up for yourself. Like, in a polite way, not rude, and be like, "Bitch, da 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 da." It was more like, just, "Babe, can you please speak up to yourself?" Like, we would be on FaceTime playing for it, or I'm watching him play the game. His brother coming out of where? "Pick up this." I'm like, "Babe, like, what, bro?" Like, that was so unnecessary. Like, what was that about? He's like, "Oh no, don't worry about it, babe. He just wanted to start drama with me, da 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 da." Then his mom come, I like, stop. And I'm just like, "Babe, that's not fair." And he'll get upset, and I have to deal with it. And it would like hurt me because it just like the way they was treating him wasn't nice. So I felt some type of way because like that was my man. Like, but yeah, almost. But yeah, like, this is a long situation. Like, I can't even explain it how I could have, like, 4 or 5 months ago. But yeah, remind y'all, now I'm dating a Virgo, which, they're very sensitive, hard-headed, naive. But, anyway, yeah, he wasn't out at the time. So remember, like I told y'all, like we would post like, no, when he would come over to my house, could y'all not, like once he was getting to that step, he was like, babe, we should do TikTok videos. Could you not? I swear to God. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. So we posted mad TikToks. Could you not? That shit skyrocketed. And I looked at him, he looked at me, I'm like, babe, like people's commenting under our stuff and we getting like mad reposts and everything. And he's like, what? Let me see. So I'm showing him my hands, but he's like, so like every day we making TikTok. So this one time, he's like, we need to start making more. We need to start making more. I'm like, you sure, babe? He's like, yeah. So I posted. So we was posting them. So I posted this one particular video one time he came over to my house, right? And he was sleeping. So I posted him, right? And it was just a video. Do I still have the video? I want to post it, but I don't want to hear him. So if it's a way that I could cross on the video while I'm dancing and stuff in that video, I'm gonna post it. But yeah, I posted the video or whatever, and it got mad likes, like a lot of views, mad likes as it should. So he seen that, he was like, "Oh, baby, I was sleeping." So, I had asked him too. I was like, "Babe, do you want me to take any of these down? Because I know you scared, like you're not open yet. You scared that your mom gonna see this." He's like, "No, babe, it's fine. It's okay." So I'm like, okay. So one time, cause you guys, one time, I was like freaking sleeping. I'm waking up to like 10 notifications from him. Like, oh yeah, bling, 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 bling. I'm looking and I just woke up. So I'm already like on go. Cause I think my mom woke me up. So all you see is, baby, I'm freaking out. My mom seen the video. I'm like, what video? Like, my heart is pounding. I'm like, what video? Like, you need to speak with Sean. Like, come on. So he's like, my mom seen the video. She's mad. Da 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 da. I'm like, oh my God, babe, I'm so sorry. You want me to take it down? I take it down. He's like, oh, like he's crying, and I feel bad because I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, baby, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, it's fine. Again, the cat. So he's like, it's fine. So eventually, I guess him and his mom go through something. And then she started treating him different, but then they started being cool. I don't want to tell his business because that's not what I'm on here to do. But, yeah, they eventually they good or whatever. So then I'm trying to get to the main point, like to the end, to what caused the ending, and then from what's going on now. So what the fuck? So eventually they got somewhat okay. Like she started treating him nice or whatever, which made me happy or whatever. So then I think I told him, I was like, he said, like, I just want to end everything. So I was like, all right, like, we're done. Stop texting him. He started texting me, baby, no, I didn't mean it. I was just going through, I was just, like, freaking out, and I overreacted. So I was like, okay, Rashawn, like, I take you back. So we didn't break up. We were still together. So then, what the freak happened? Like, he just kept freaking out, like, telling me texts. So I told him, like, why don't we take a break? So at first, like, he called my best friend. He was like, Alyssa, like, please talk to him. Like, he's talking about taking a break. I'm upset. I don't know what to do. So my best friend texted me. She texted me, like, bitch. I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. Like, I know he said something to her. So she's like, she called me. She's like, why are you taking a break from Richard? Da, 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 da. So I told her the situation. So I told her, she told me what Rashawn said. Oh my God, did I just say his name from before? Oh my God, freak. Y'all didn't hear that. So, she's telling me what he said on the phone. And I specifically tell the girl, I'm like, no. Da, 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 da. Like, it's not even like that. Like, yes, we taking a break, but right now, like, I just want him to focus on his mom before he come back to me. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Could you not? Right? So I was like, Beth, can you just tell him that? Like, I just want him to focus on his mom. Like, I don't want us to break up. I want us to take a break, but I just want to give him a week to fix it with his mom. That's what I said. Because you're not. I put that on everything I love. So, I get off the phone with her. She's like, okay, I'm going to talk to him. So I'm thinking, as usual, because every time, like, if me and Rashawn would go into a fight, he'll text me, like, right there and then, or we'll wind up speaking. So I noticed something was off because I was going by. I'm not seeing no name of his. No name, no Rashawn, the love of my life. None of that. So I'm like, that's weird. So, we took a break. We wasn't texting for like 2 whole days, which was weird. And I'm like, what the hell? That's not like him. So, I link up with my best friend. So we link up or whatever. We all good spirits or whatever. Somehow, I talk about my boyfriend at the time, Rashawn. So I'm just like, Beth, we haven't touched it in a minute. Like, I missed him. Like, I'm freaking, what's that word called? Gushing over him, like, talking about him. I'm like, I miss him so much. Like, da-da-da-da. Like, I miss him a lot. And my best friend is just looking at me like, she's like giving me like a face, like I need to know something, but I'm not picking up on it. I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Like, he's not texting me, he's not talking to me. We haven't talked. So remind you, I'm outside and I'm watching his snaps. He's outside, he's in somebody's car, and I'm gonna tell you who that person was too after this. But yeah, she's looking at me. She's like, wait, I totally skipped ahead. Okay, so remind you, me and him is not talking. So he's been going out. Now he's going outside. Like, after the 2 days, we not talking. Like, since those 2 days, he's been going outside to some, like, freaking ocean or something. Saying, I just need to clear my head. I need peace of mind. So I'm just like, oh, like, he's thinking about me. So that's why he needed peace of mind. So this whole time, I maybe was wrong. So, yeah, I was telling my best friend. She's like, Beth, I need to tell you something. I'm like, bitch, what? I was like, is it about Rashawn? She's like, yeah. So my heart is pounding. I'm just like, I'm gonna try to add the heart. Wait. Yeah. So that's how my heart was going. So she's like, promise you won't say nothing to Rashawn. I'm like, I promise. You know I'm lying. Because if it's bad, I'm gonna flip. So she's like, you swear? I'm like, yes, just tell me. So she told me, she's like, well, I was speaking to Rashawn, basically, and he said that he thinks he want to break up with you, but he don't. I'm like, what? Like, how did we get to break up? Like, how? So she's like, oh, he said he was just upset because he said the reason why he want to break up with you because you said that he got a week to get it together with his mom, or you breaking up with him. I said, what? I said, when did I say that? When the fuck? How did you get? Oh, I just wanted him to get it together with his mom for a week and then we could talk. Oh, you got a freaking week to get it together with your mom, or I'm leaving you. What? Like, I never said that, ever. Like, that don't even make sense. So, yeah, she was telling me, like, when she told me, my heart broke. Like, my heart, I'm like, what? Like, what? The boy that I gave my virginity is saying that he thinking about breaking up with me? Like, huh? So she's like, yeah, she was like, don't text Richard, don't break up with him, don't break up with him. I'm not, but then I'm like, yeah, I have to, because he planning on breaking up with me, and I gotta break up with him first. Like, I'm shaking, I'm like, Beth, I have to. She's like, no, Beth, don't do it. I'm telling you, Rashawn might not want to break up with you. He's just saying that because he was confused. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let it rock. So then I seen that he was like near us, and I'm just like, Beth, I gotta do it because I can't have no nigga break up with me first. Like, I'm a Sagittarius, we don't do that. So, yeah, so she was like, you sure, Beth? I'm like, yes. Can you not? This is what I did. I'm gonna, like, cut the video off real quick. Good, you not right. Once she gave me the okay, I could break up with him. This is me, super nice. After hearing my boyfriend is trying to break up with me, super nice. Hey, Rashawn. I know that me and you like been going through it for the last couple of days, and we haven't talked, but I don't want to stress you out. I don't want to make you angry or anything. So I think that maybe it's best for us to break up. Since that, when I sent him that, I didn't want to break up with him at all. I was just hoping he was gonna be like, no, like we don't need. Why are we breaking up? Like can we talk? That's what I thought I was getting. So I was happy. I'm like, yes, like he's not gonna leave me because that's what he said, and he meant that. He's a Virgo. Virgos are loyal, truthful, and is gonna, So I believed him. So I sent that to him. Like, it took like 4 or 5 minutes later. I heard ding, so my heart is pounding. I'm like, oh, please. But the whole time I'm like, please tell me. I see a message that's like, no, you're not leaving me. Like, no, it's just not happening. That's what I'm hoping I'm seeing. So he sends voice messages. I listen to the voice message. I'm like this. This is what I hear. I'm trying to make his voice because my voice is like high pitched and I don't have a deep voice like him. But then his voice is like high pitched. What the hell? But it was like this. Oh, that's okay. Da, 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 da. He said some stuff. He was like, oh, he was trying to say something like, if he was trying to give me the hint, like, oh, like, what he basically was trying to say is, I don't give a fuck. Like, I got somebody else on lock. That's what he tried to say. So he's like, something. And I don't care if you break up with me. Give me. By the way, I'm gonna need my sweater back. And I was with my best friend. She was listening. I thought she was like, "Oh, that's the reaction." I looked. I'm like, "Bess." I'm like, "Bess." That's what I'm doing. She's like, "Whoa." So I'm like, oh. So I post. I'm like, okay. I'm trying to breathe. I'm like, it's fine. It's okay. So I post on Snapchat, like the Sagittarius I am, and I post, I'm single. That's it. I'm single. And remind y'all, I had his sweater on me already, y'all, because I was thinking that we were gonna go back together. I was gonna see him as my best friend. We was gonna kiss. We were gonna do something cute, like, or have makeup. You know what? But yeah. I'm thinking something was like that was gonna happen. So after I post that, Beth was like, "Whoa!" Like she's like, "You're single," because the way me and him was moving, you would never think me and him was gonna break up. So he called her, like we walking. She's like, "Oh crap, that's Rashawn." She didn't say Rashawn. She said his real name, but I'm gonna say Rashawn. So I'm like, "What does he want?" Me begging again that he's gonna like fight for me. He's like, "Oh, hi Alyssa. Who you with?" Remind you, I'm listening. Beth was like, "Shh, don't say nothing. I don't want you to go at it." So I'm like, okay. So he's like, "Hey, like I gotta put you on. Some stuff's been going on." And I'm listening. I'm like, what he mean some stuff? So he's telling her, I met this new boy or whatever. So I'm like, now you out here. So you telling me on our break, you was being a hoe on our break. And while I was home crying over you. But okay. But okay, Virgo. But yeah, he's telling her like, yeah, this boy likes me. We went on the beach together. But he was like, wait, who you with? She was like, Jalen. He was like, oh, well, I'll tell you the rest when I get home. But yeah, when you get home. He's like, tell me when you get home. But I got some juicy details to tell you. So now I'm mad. Because I'm like, wait, so you telling me that he was being a F-boy and messing around? Because I'm a Sagittarius. We're known to not be tied down. So the fact that I gave you the time of day and I was loyal to you and never ever cheated on you, you was lucky for that. Because I could be a hoe when I want to. But yeah, he's like running his mouth out, and while he's talking, I'm like, Bess. She's telling me, I'm like, Bess, no, we going to his house right now, and I'm giving him his sweater. Since you want to be like that. So she's like, Bess, chill. I'm like, no, I'm giving him sweater. I'm done now. Cause at first, like, I was joking. Like, I wasn't actually done with him. That's my baby. Was my baby. So, yeah, so remind you guys, I already have his sweater on. So he's saying on his voice message, the way he was talking, I should have done, like, I could have gotten worse. But I didn't, because I'm not like that. So, yeah, so I'm like, Beth, I already got his sweater, so let's go. I don't want to hear no back talk. Let's go to his house. Remind that, guys, I was only planning to give him his sweater. That's it. It was no fighting, no attacking nobody, no none of that. Okay? Okay? So, I called my best friend at the time. I called him at the time. I'm like, oh, Rashawn said this, da 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 da. He told Alyssa that he was dealing with some boy, da da da. So they all amped up. They're like, what, bro? No, I'll pull up over there. I'm telling them, no, like it's not even that type of party. Like I don't want to. I just want my sweater and I want to leave. So then my phone was on 1%. It died on them. So I'm telling my best friend, like, how am I gonna contact him without him, like, because if I how am I gonna let him know that I need my jacket and I'm here? So God must have been like, I'm gonna pop up. Like, soon as I said that, he popped up from across the street, walking his dog, in my yellow sweater. So he was in my yellow sweater, I was in his beige sweater. So we was both thinking about each other. Or was we really? So I'm like, hello, Richard. Oh my God, what am I doing his name? I was like, hello, Rashawn. So he got his headphones in. I will never forget this day. And he got his phone in his hand, talking, walking his dog, or whatever. I'm like, yeah, it's me. Give me my sweater. Like, remind y'all, he thought I was going there to harass him, attack him, or something. And remind y'all know us Sagittarius, y'all know us people, like, we're hyperactive, like, we're, and me, knowing somebody like me, y'all know, like, right now, I'm talking about like, I'm loud, I'm moving my hands. So, I'm like, give me my stuff, da 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 da. He was like, what? I'm like, give me my sweater. You said you wanted your sweater, I'm gonna give you his sweater. And remind y'all, like, I'm hurt because after the boy that said he wasn't gonna hurt me, he wasn't gonna be like my next, he did worse. Worse. How you tell me something, then you do it, but better than how the last one did. You hurting me more than him, but alright. But yeah, he's like, alright, I gotta give it upstairs. So he's gonna get my sweater. So I'm pissed. Like, I got his sweater on, I don't got no shirt on. So I took this crap off, like, if it was summertime, but it was mad cold, but I didn't care, I was hurt. So he comes back down. He comes out like 5 minutes later. I get, and I'm like, what the fuck? So he comes back out with his dog. No, but with a bag. He's like, oh, I gotta, get something from my mom. I'm like, bro, you just went in the house. Why didn't you kindly switch up into something and then give me my sweater? So he was playing. I'm like, no, my sweater, please. I need it now. I'm snapping now because I'm angry with him. Like, I'm mad. Like, who would not be mad that their boyfriend not only told your best friend that they was planning on breaking up with you, they don't know, which is embarrassing, number one. Then number two, is going to tell your best friend after you break up with him that he was already messing with somebody else. Was I not supposed to react off of that? No? Okay. But yeah, so he eventually gave me my sweater. I was like, thank you. Bye. Don't cry when you go home or whatever. So he called my name. He's like, Jalen. I'm like, yes. He was like, why are you acting like this? Are you trying to kill me? I said, huh? I'm like, how am I trying to kill? I just want my sweater back. Because, no, that's why. All right. Let me go back. He said, I'm going to have to give you your jacket tomorrow because I can't find it right now. I said, no, thank you. I have one of my friends come get it. Because I didn't want to see him. I'm hurt. I'm petty. We're in Sagittarius. Look us up. Come on now. Your best friend is the Sagittarius. Ask her. But, yeah. I told him that. He was like, are you trying to get me killed? I looked at him. And I said, what? I'm like, no, I just want my sweater. So after that, he gave me his sweater. I was like, thank you, don't cry at home being petty. Know what I mean? So he already got my jacket. So I'm still thinking we not actually gonna break up. I'm thinking this is just a mishap. But I was wrong. So he called me. I'm like, hey. She was like, hey, I just wanted to tell you that I told my mom. Da, 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 da. And when he told me that, I'm like, why did you tell? Like in my head, like, why did you tell your mom? Like, why would you do that or whatever? He said something, but he was like, I'll call you back. I said, okay. I'm thinking we're good, we're A-okay. He called me, I'm just like, oh, that's him. Like, he want me back. He calls me again. All I hear is from him, can you hear me? So I'm like, yeah. So then the brother starts talking, but then I hear the mom speaking in Spanish, telling the brother, but her other son, what to tell me. So he's like, hey. I'm like, hi. He was like, I heard what happened with you and Richard. What's going on with that? What's happening? I heard you came to our house. I'm like, nothing. We just got into a disagreement and I wanted my sweater. He was like, oh, did you try to hurt Richard? I'm like, no. I literally wanted my sweater, bro. That's it. I literally wanted my sweater. So he's like, oh, okay, well, I just wanted to tell you, Richard came into the house shaking. I'm like, what? What the hell why did he get, they was like, he couldn't breathe. I'm like, what? How? He was like, oh, you scared him? How did I scare you, baby boy? One, in our relationship, you was the top. I was the bottom. You was the man in the relationship. Aren't you supposed to put me in my place, scare me? Girl. So I was just like, what? So he's like, yeah. I was like, no, like, I didn't mean, like, no, I wasn't meant to hurt him. I just wanted my sweater and I was hurt. So he was like, all right, I'll give you, when can you come get your jacket? I was like, I'll come tomorrow. He's like, all right, bet. So then I'm expecting to meet the brother. So my night is over. I'm just laying down. Then I get an enormous text from some random number. So they're like, hey. I'm like, who's this? They were like, this is Michael. So I'm like, who's Michael? They said no. They said this is Rashawn's boyfriend. I'm like, boyfriend? I was just the boyfriend. How are you the boyfriend when I was just the boyfriend? But okay. So he was like, yeah, don't ask too much questions. I'm just here to give you the jacket. Rashawn went home and he was scared. The parents called. They wanted me to give you a jacket. So not only is you giving a random person my jacket to give to me, you got a boyfriend after we just broke up an hour ago. What? So y'all see how this whole thing is going, right? The same dude that told me that he loves me, adores me, and I'm gonna put the screenshot in the chat. I mean a YouTube video. The same person that told me he loves me and stuff, won't never leave me, did everything he said he wouldn't do. But alright. So yeah, he was just like, I'm just here to tell you, like, when are you free to get your jacket? So I told my dad, and he was like, okay, I'll let you know when I get off of work, or some shit like that. So eventually, like, I told my mom, I told my best friend, like, my best friend was pissed. She was like, why would he do something like that? The hell? So I texted, remind you, the day after, like, that whole thing, I texted Rashawn. I'm like, listen, I heard that you went into the house. You was in shock. Like, you were scared. I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't mean to do that. I was just hurt. My best friend told me you was gonna break up with me. He was like, what? No, I never was gonna break up with you. Da 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 da. So I was like, oh, it was a misunderstanding. He was like, yeah. So we both squashed it. It was squashed. It was squashed. There was no problem after that. He was like, no, I totally get it. It's alright, JJ. Days later, it's an issue. It's a problem. Oh, I don't like him. I'm like, huh? Like, we just were speaking. We just talked and everything. So, yeah, his boyfriend, the nigga he still fucking with now for some apparent reason, gave me the sweater. And when I seen the boy, I was like, whoa. I was just like, oh, I'm like, hello. Like, who's you? Because I have this thing where none of my exes, once they date me, they don't do nothing better. And he still didn't do better, because I look better than the boy. But I'll let you go on. But, yeah. The boy was really nice. Like, his name is Mike. I'm going to call him Mike. I'm not going to say the full name, because he'll see this video and address me about it soon. But, yeah. Mike was mad nice. Like, he He gave me a handshake and everything. It was like, hi, being so nice to me. And I'm like, whoa, okay, thank you. So my best friend was just like, whoa, like, he's cute. And I'm like, yeah, isn't he? So it wasn't like, oh, no hate and shit. I wasn't like, ew. I wasn't like, ew, he's ugly. Da, da, da. I'm not that type of ex, baby. If somebody's cute, I'm gonna say they're cute, regardless. That's a sedge in me. Like, so, yeah. After that, I guess Rashawn called my best friend talking about, oh, yeah, my boyfriend told me that he was scared of him, da 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 da, da da da, and that my boyfriend was saying mad bad things about him. And I'm like, what? Like, my best friend calls me and she's like, bro, when did this happen? Like, me and the boy was mad nice. He gave me a handshake. We were smiling at each other. And now you telling me this? I'm confused. Like, hello? Okay, but okay. Then eventually, after that, me and the boy started texting. Remind you, I have no problem with this boy, but right now I'm just trying to figure out, like, who is this boy? Like, I miss my boyfriend. I want him back, but this boy is in a way. So I'm trying to see, like, if he's loyal towards Rashawn. So this whole time we texting, we FaceTiming, like, and all that. And remind you, I don't have no interest in this boy. I just think the boy is really cute. Because, well, I'm not going to find somebody attractive if they is dating somebody that I dated, that I gave my virginity to. Like, that don't make sense either. But, alright. So, yeah. I finally, like, my best friend is just like, and my mom. I'm talking to him. I'm just like, alright, like, it's been weeks. I miss Rashawn. Like, I really, really miss him. And, yeah. My mom was like, listen, whatever you do, don't text the ex. So I'm like, no, but mom. She's like, no. So then I'm telling my best friend. My best friend's like, listen, text the boy and try to, like, get as much information as you can to let Rashawn know that this boy is not for him. Like, he's cheating on him. So Rashawn can know that you from a good space of heart. So I did that. Finally sent everything to his best friend, to Rashawn's best friend, because I know the best friend would have told Rashawn. So even the best friend was like, finally, like, I didn't even like the boy. Like, I like, y'all better together. So I'm like, yes, like, I'm about to get my boyfriend back. Like, that's my baby. Like, he's mine. We're supposed to be together. So, yeah. I did that. So she sent him everything. Could you not? I'm thinking this is going to do something. This is going to something. This boy sees all these messages, and instead of blacking on the boy that he was talking to, he blacked on me. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, Jalen was texting him, see, da-da-da. I'm like, whoa. Like, how did this turn on me? And this was your boy was the one texting me, flirting with me, saying my voice was cute and was on FaceTime with me. So he just said, this is why I hate Jalen, da-da-da. So then his boy is trying to put both of us on the call. This is my first time speaking to him again ever since that whole incident. And Mike is trying to tell him, like, yo, like, just be mature. Talk to him. For some known reason, to this day, this boy has a problem with me. This boy does not want to talk to me. He does not want to date me again. He does, like, for no reason. So I'm like, why is he acting like this? Like, if I did something to him, like, if I was the one that cheated on him, if I was the one that I did something, like, all we just did was broke up and I asked for my sweater back. Legit. That's all that happened. So then I eventually spoke to his best friend, because, you know, I missed him. Like, I'm going to keep it a bug. Like, I missed him because that was my baby. Like, I was used to FaceTime him every day. Used to see him every day. Playing the game with him every day. Like, he was my everyday thing to do. So when you're not doing something every day, you eventually miss that. I'm like, yo, like, what happened? So his best friend was like, the reason why Rashawn don't want you back, because he said he wasn't being passionate enough for him. I'm going to show you how the screenshots. Roll a clip. So who wasn't being passionate with you? Who was not being passionate about you? Every day, it was all about, in my world, it was all about Rashawn, my baby. I'm with Rashawn today. I'm with this today. I'm doing that. I'm on FaceTime. It was always about you. So who was not passionate about you, boo? Who wasn't? Please speak. Show something. Speak. The reason, and he used this, oh, he was always moody. No, baby boy. I was never moody. If you called me, I'm always, and I'm like this to this day. He knows that if I'm not on the phone with him, or if I'm not responding quick enough, I'm making a edit for my page, like I always do. And if anybody knows me, I'm a perfectionist. I like everything how I like it. I need everything to be like how I need it. I can't do stuff if you're calling me every day, texting me every day. I mean, I didn't mean to say it every day. I meant like while I was doing it. Like, I can't do it. So sometimes, yeah, I would go mood. I'd be like, yeah, babe, blah, blah, blah. Because it's like, I really want to edit. Like, I want to talk to him so bad because that's my baby. But it's like, can I edit? That's my other baby. So that was my problem, which he don't understand. So after that, ever since the breakup, he would like be on the phone with my best friend. My best friend would try to bring me up about him to try to like work the magic, because back then he told my best friend he loved me, he wanted to marry me, he's so happy to be with me. And now it's all the opposite. It's all, I used him. I never liked him. Why are you being like that to me? Like, if anybody's being mean, toxic, bullying, it's you, because you don't want to tell my friends that I'm a bad person. You don't want to tell my friends that I do this bad, or I do this bad, or use me, or somebody's better than me. I'm not doing that. So, when my best friend kept telling me what Rashawn was saying about me, I told her, I'm like, okay, he want to hurt me? I'm like, because he would tell my best friend stuff that him and his boo would do to hurt me, because he knows she going to come back and tell me. So I'm like, Bess, I know what to do. I know that's what's going to get him payback. So she's like, what? I was like, I'm going to need you to do me a favor. She's like, what? I was like, tell him that me and Jaden, my ex, we hooked up to get him. I want to see what he's going to say. Just say that. Tell him that. Like, I told her, act like you not messing with me, and tell him that. So she tells him, she's like, Richard, I gotta... Bro, let me say his name again. She was like, Rashawn, I gotta tell you something. He's like, what? Like, put me on. What? She was like, bro, I'm not cool with Jalen, because he left me to go screw his ex. And right now, once Rashawn heard that, he was pissed. He was like, see? He's a bad friend. You need to stop hanging with him. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, why are you being like this to me? Why are you, like, you acting like we ended off on good terms. We spoke after this. And you acting like if I did something wrong to you. So he's like, yeah, I knew I should never date him. He disgusts me. I never loved him. So, what the heck? And remind you, before all of this, he was just talking to my mom, trying to buy me a promise ring, which I'm gonna put that in the clip, because you know what? I got my mom's old phone. So I'm gonna read the message to y'all. What he texted my mom. Hold on. Because I'm sick of this shit. So I'm gonna read some of it, because most of this is personal. So he was like, hey, this is Rashawn. I hope everything is going well. My mom was like, morning, yes, everything is going well. How are you doing? He was like, everything is going good, I guess. She was like, what does I guess mean? So he basically told her something personal about him and his mom. So I'm going to skip forward to that. Wait, I'm going to skip it, because I want to tell his business. So, he was like, I have a question. She was like, ask away. And remind you, my mom loved this little boy. Like, even to this day, she rubbed it in my face that, like, they still, like, she loves him. And that's one thing. He'll talk to my mom, but he won't talk to me. Like, what? But, okay. He was like, are you planning anything for Jalen's birthday? Because I wanted to do a little party for him or something. That's what Rashawn said. He was like, I already bought his gift, and I hope he likes it. My mom was like, yes, I'm planning a surprise party, da-da-da-da. So he's like, yes, do that. He's telling her that my favorite cake, Rashawn knows that my favorite cake is freaking red velvet. And I put him on to red velvet, so I'm not hearing it, because he used to eat, what was that cake he used to eat? Was it cheesecake? I think it was. I really think it was. And I put him on, I'm like, babe, put red velvet in a microwave. Watch how good that shit will be. You will be in love. And now that's his favorite cake. Yeah, I put him onto that, but I'm not gonna even talk about that. I'll put you onto that though. Okay. So he tells her like, oh, this favorite cake, he's like, oh my god, I skipped over so much stuff. That's how lost I am. So he tells her that then they good. And reminds her, bro, before my birthday week was coming up, a week later, I linked him. It was late as hell. We was working out with his dog. I said, baby, if we ever was to break up, because we was in a park, I was like, baby, if we was ever was to break up, would we be able to be friends? He was like, yeah, I would be friends. That I wouldn't want to lose you. That I wouldn't want to lose you in my life. Cap again. So I'm like, okay. And now, like, once everything happened, it's, oh, I hate him. I'm not talking to him. My mom don't want me talking to him. Why don't your mom want you talking to me? What did I do that was so bad, sir? That's what I'm saying. Answer my question. What did I do that was so bad? Because, no, that shit pisses me off because he made his mom think I'm this bad human being. Like, if she spoke English, and if I was able to have a conversation with her, she would be like, oh, that happened. And I'm like, yes, bro. If you ask him, I did the worst thing to him. I was bad. I was always mean. I was always depressed. Like, boy, it shows in these videos and these pictures. I was never depressed. I was happy. You was my favorite thing. You was my favorite thing to do, baby. Like, what are you doing? And I'm going to be showing all these screenshots into this freaking edit once I finish editing all of this. But yeah, basically, ever since then, he's been, like, actually liking this Michael boy. And this Michael's boy has been doing him dirty. The Michael boy had cheated on him. The Michael boy had told him he was going to fuck other people when he moved. And you know what this boy did, Rashawn? Took him back. Numerous of times. But, because I did something that was so little. No. You can't. We not being back together. You're too stressful. I moved on. But this boy cheated on you. And I just asked my sweater back. But I did that worse. That was worse. So, and then my best friend would tell him that, like, yo, how you quick to give Mike a chance, but you can't even give Jalen a chance. So, he's like, no, but people change, da-da-da-da. I changed too. No, but I don't get that pass, right? Mike could get that pass, but I can't get that pass. So, I'm not a person. I don't change. We don't change. No. Okay. So, yeah, ever since then, the boy, like, every time somebody make a fake account about me, because we were rival numerous of times, I'm going to post that in the video, too. Look at the likes. Just look at it. We went rival numerous of times. So, of course, people going to make a fake account numbers. Even I hating that friend that I cut off just for him is going to make a fake account about me. So, every time, like, somebody would make a fake account and send it to me, all you see is, leave me alone, Jalen. Da-da-da-da. I don't want you, bro. Stop. Move on. So, I don't have the right to have feelings, to be upset that the boy that I trusted told me he was going to never leave me, met my mom. My mom loves him, took my virginity, came into my house, slept in the room. I fell asleep in your arms, which I don't do to no man. You was the first. I'm not allowed to have feelings. I'm not allowed to mope about it. I just have to move on because you used me and then moved on. So that means I have to move on. Like, that hurts because it's just like, you wasn't the person you said you are. Like, the way the situation went about could have been fixed on so many levels and you made it more than what it was. You know what I mean? So that's why I was mad. Like, Rashawn, honestly, like, you just gotta get it together because, like, you broke me, like, a lot. You, like, and after Rashawn, it took me a while, but after that, I've been through numerous relationships after that, and it didn't work because I'm like, okay, like, I'm still stuck on Rashawn. Like, there's nobody, like, there's no topping him. Like, I only want him. So, yeah. But ever since then, Rashawn blocked me on Snap, number, Instagram. For somebody that don't hate me, blocked me off all that. That's what he said. That he don't hate me. Why are Jalen and his best friend still on this? Bro, you took my virginity and you broke up with me and you cheated on me. That scarred me. That triggered me. And I'ma always think about that. Cause you used me. Before me, you only had 10. I'm gonna try to find it. You only had 16 followers. Once you got with me, you grown. You grow. Your followers got off on both accounts. So don't freaking lie like that. But yeah, that was just my side of the story. It was just more of like, I got used by a Virgo. He never really liked me in the first place. He just he just used me, and he's a manipulator. So that's all I just wanted to say. Bye, guys. I'm off this, and yeah, never trust the Virgo. Ah.